our pensions collected by former as ministers and members of the National Assembly. The court also directed the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, to challenge the illegality of state pension laws, permitting former governors and other former public officials to collect such pensions. The judgment came on the heels of the invalidated pension law for former governors and other ex-public officers in Zamfara State, which provided for the upkeep of former governors and former public officials to the tune of 700 million naira annually. Joining us now to discuss this and other national issues is former governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi. Your Excellency, good morning.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning.
Good to have you on the program. When the pension law controversy erupted, I said, oh, now I know the secret of your, looking so comfortable and nice. You've been collecting pension and benefits and allowances out of office. But what's your reaction? How does this work out? Do you support the move in Zamfara State to repeal the law and, the outrage on the part of Nigerians that when you leave office as governor, you should just go back to your former work and stop collecting public funds? What's your take?
Well, Ruben, let me start by first correcting you.
Yes.
I left office about in 2014. Call it 2013, actually, because it was about first quarter of 2014, so 2013. And since I left office to today, nobody has paid me 1 naira. I've not received 1 naira.
Is it that you have not made the request?
No, I said I've not received 1 naira, either directly or indirectly. Nobody has supported me in any way or anything, because you said that's why I'm looking very good. I'm only looking very good because for me, I had a temporary office which I served and moved on with my life, and to God be the glory. In a short
office, what is he supposed to get? Remember, you have former Governor Bola Tinubu, so it means he's enjoying all of this. Now, this is what, if Governor Babatunde Fashola leaves office today, this is what he'll be getting. 100% annual basic salary now of incumbent salary for life. So whatever the current governor is earning is what he would be getting, which is 100%. He's going to get that for life. The governor gets 6 new cars every 3 years. I mean, at that rate, you would say, well, the governor may soon become a car dealer, because if you get 6 cars every 3 years, do the calculation yourself. Over the course of, say, 12 years, he would have a lot of cars to sell. Then the deputy governor gets 5 cars every 3 years, and a house. The governor, now this is for the governor. The governor gets a house in Lagos and 1 in Abuja. And what does the deputy governor get? The deputy governor gets 1 house in Lagos only. Now, the governor, and of course the deputy governor and their family, are entitled to free medical health care, and their family, free medical health care. Now, for life. There's no cap. There's no provision. It could be 10 million. It could be 5 million. It could be 100 million, 200. No cap at all. Now, there's also provision for cook, steward, gardener, and other domestic staff. All of them pensionable for the governor. And furniture allowance, he gets 300% of annual basic salary every 2 years. House maintenance is 10% of annual basic salary. The governor's security, well, the governor is entitled, the former governor now, he is entitled to 2 SSS operatives, or 1, of course, a female officer, and then 8 policemen. Now, imagine how many policemen we have in this country. Now, you have these former governors getting 8 of them. 8. Just to protect them. Then you can imagine how many policemen would have left to protect the citizens. The deputy governor now gets, for security now, 1 SSS operative and 2 policemen. Now, the governor gets for PA, 25% of annual basic salary, car maintenance.
Now, you have seen the difference between Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Peter Obi in terms of selfishness and selflessness. You can see the kind of pension package that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu signed into law in Lagos, because this pension package you saw was signed into law by Tinubu. He did not only sign it into law, he was the one that wrote it as an executive bill and sent it to the Lagos State House of Assembly. That is the humongous pension that Asiwaju Bola Tinubu packaged for himself. Peter Obi never did anything like that. He never tried to take care of his pension, his retirement from government house. He was contented. And he keeps saying it. You listen to him there, where he said that he has never been given anything. He has not received any kobo from Anambra State government. And he has never demanded for it. He is contented with what he has. This is somebody who, as governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi, did not allocate land to himself or to any member of his family. In fact, there was a land that could have legitimately be allocated to him. He felt that he doesn't deserve it, having been governor for just a few months. He handed the land over to somebody who he believed deserves it more, a retiring civil servant. That's why I tell you, when you watch these things finish, there's no way you will not love Peter Obi more than Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Peter Obi did not empower any member of his family to be collecting tax on behalf of Lagos State, on behalf of Anambra State government. He did not set up any company to be collecting tax for Anambra State government. He walked away to go and face the business he was doing before he became governor, because he believed that he has a second address, unlike other politicians who place politics as their only occupation. But you can see, compare him to Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Look at the humongous pension Asiwaju Bola Tinubu packaged for himself. It shows you that if you elect somebody like him governor, he will be there just to take care of himself first, before thinking about the ordinary masses that voted him into power. That is what he did in Lagos, and that's what he will repeat in Abuja. We look at Peter Obi. He left with clean records. The FCC never looked for him. ICPC never looked for him. Code of conduct never looked for him. You cannot say the same thing about Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Look at what Obasanjo wrote about Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Go and read his Obasanjo's memoir, former President Obasanjo's memoir, My Watch. He said that he is former chairman of Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Nuhu Ribadu, investigated governors during the time of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. He said that there was a report which Nuhu Ribadu handed over to him, containing 28 governors that were indicted of corruption. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, according to Obasanjo, his own case was the worst. But Obasanjo, in that same book, regretted the relationship that Nuhu Ribadu later developed with Tinubu, which, according to Obasanjo, whitewashed Tinubu. And what happened, according to Obasanjo, is all a part of Ribadu's quest to become president of Nigeria in 2011, when he now went to Tinubu to seek the ticket of ACN. And you know, Tinubu was the leader of ACN. So Obasanjo was alleging that there was a lot of compromises in the process. So you can now see the reason why Obasanjo never endorsed Tinubu, because he has records on Tinubu. And he has written it in his book. I'm yet to see anywhere Tinubu has challenged the content of that book. The book is everywhere, my watch. You can go and look for it on Amazon, Konga, Jumia, it's everywhere. It should be a book that every Nigerian should have in his home, in his library. He said a lot of things about corruption and Tinubu. So when you compare the two of them, you know that Peter Obi is far better and can be trusted with national resources, public resources, more than Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Because Asiwaju Bola Tinubu is somebody who, from his records, who takes care of himself a lot and his family. Look at his wife is senator representing Lagos. One of his children is in charge of the markets in Lagos. So many of his family members are involved in governance. You can't say that of Peter Obi. Peter Obi practices politics the way that is being done even in the Western world, where you come to serve and to live with your integrity intact. There is no way your integrity will be intact when you run a state like Lagos since 1999 and you determine what happens there. You determine who becomes governor, who becomes senator, who becomes House of Reps member, who becomes local government chairman, who becomes state House of Assembly members. Everything revolves around you. We all know that power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. That is what we have been getting in Lagos. Such a person like Tinubu, there is no way he will be accountable to anybody. He will not be accountable to anybody. If he comes to Abuja, what he will do is to surround himself with the kinds of yes men that he surrounded himself with in Lagos, who does his bidding at the detriment of Lagosians. Look at it. He has been in charge of Lagos. He has been the de facto governor of Lagos since he left office. Yet there is no good hospital that could treat Tinubu when he is sick. He always flown to the UK or to Paris. And these things are paid by the taxpayers, because under the pension law that he signed, they take care of his health anywhere it is, at home or abroad, and his family members for life. Where else can you get that kind of arrangement in any sane society? But that's what you have in Lagos. Of course, other states copied from Lagos, but still Lagos has the best in terms of taking care of former governors. Because Tinubu made sure that every angle is taken care of to ensure life of luxury for him as former governor. But what this country needs is a leader who will think about the people, who will not think about self, a leader who will think about the man in the street, the beggar in the street, the truck pusher in the street, the man that is looking for a job, the civil servant that have not been paid his salary, the retiree who have not been given his pensions and gratuity, yet the governors are collecting humongous amounts of pensions and gratuity and severance packages. The same thing applies to National Assembly lawmakers. Look at Peter Obi, how he takes life. He takes life easy, with contentment, like most of the credible Western politicians. That is what this country needs. This country don't need people who think about themselves and their family members, who think about their economic well-being, empowering themselves to become the richest person in Nigeria, or the richest man in Nigeria, or to be the richest politician in Nigeria, so that thousands will be lining up in your house to be collecting alms, and you think you are benevolent. They are only coming to collect part of what you have taken from them, and that is not leadership. So these are some of the simple, small things people should look at and know that Peter Obi is indeed far more better, far more credible, far more prudent than Asiwaju Bola, and deserves the support of all Nigerians. Thank you for watching this video, and if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like this video, Google will rank it higher and recommend it for more people. And with more people watching it, the message will be spread that Peter Obi is better than Tinubu and Atiku. And he is the only one among them that can manage our resources very well, will not convert our resources to his personal use. And he is also the only one among them that will fight corruption and run a transparent government. Thank you, and God bless you.